We can now look at how to start a quote. So again, we go to the account section, quote. You can view your quotes here if they are draft quotes or they've actually been sent, and let us now add a quote. So we choose from the services and products here, for example, merchant services. We decide if we are using speedy boarding for the handful of acquirers where we have a slightly heightened level of integration, or board regularly. This will become obvious in due course. I'll select speedy boarding. I'm told that I'm awesome, which is good. And you don't really need to touch this where it says please select in relation to belongs to a lead. You can just fill in the relevant information. The template style will, the majority of times, be a brochure. We then can press next or go straight to products and fees. Now here you see there is no information regarding what kind of card types and what we're charging, and we will be able to in due course price blended or interchange plus. Let us go back to blended for now. The button that says choose acquirer, we're going to click this and it will allow us to choose the product we want and then the relevant acquirer. So let's have a look. We choose acquirer, for example, chip and pin, Elavon. Let's choose our device. The term is fixed on this. We can choose the price, the quantity. Decide if there's any add-ons that the merchant would like to receive, either financed within the monthly package or they can pay up front. For example, here we've got a charging base. Now obviously these terminals do charge separately, but the base is a nice little additional item if your merchant requires that. We also get the option to add a SIM. Please be aware, SIMs are included free of charge on 18-month Elavon and AIB applications only. Anything that falls outside of that remit, there will be a charge. But if I was to add, for example, the charging base, it will change my commission slightly. So there's my commission. I'm going to be reminded about it once again when I've added this to the basket. And now you can see my commissions are highlighted once again. I can edit or change the package. There's my acquirer. I can set the card rates. I have the option to disable or enable Amex. If I'd like to save the merchant some money and they're happy to receive their statements not on paper, I can disable or enable paper statement fees. And if faster payments is either not included or isn't relevant for this application, I can disable and enable faster payments. We then swap across to information. There might be relevant information to this particular application that you're doing. If there is, please add that and the onboarding team will take note. I then press next and I get the ability to save and send. If I was to save this, it would then appear in my quotes runway. And let's have a look at a dummy one now that's been sent. There we go. There's the information on the quote that's already been sent. Now, if this has been accepted, I can start the application process. It won't immediately arrive with applications. It would start the application process, then you can add the extra information before it's submitted to our onboarding team. If I want to download the PDF, I can as such, and this is how it would appear for the merchant if you'd like to print that out or email it over to your client.